A very pleasant morning, dear students. Happy to see you back as we have started the lesson, the proposal, and we have seen that Lamov has got palpitations. He has a health issue and he wants to ask the hand of Natalia, the daughter of this man, Chebykov. Chebykov and Lamov, both of them are rich people. They both have the same economical status. They just wanted to have relationship with both of them by asking the hand of Natalia for getting married with her. So let's come to page number 146. And what's the conversation that takes place among these three characters? Let's watch. Natalia says like this, "Well, there, it's you." And Papa said, "Go, there's a merchant come for his goods. How do you do, Ivan Vasilievich?" Natalia is talking to Lamov. "Well, there, it's you," and Papa said, "My father said that you have come over here. There's a merchant come for his goods." He also said that there's a merchant, a businessman, who had come down for selling out his goods. And how do you do, Ivan Vasilievich? She's asking the welfare of Lamov. How do you do? When a person is asking how do you do, what is the most expected response from the other person? How do you do only. We should not say I'm good. How do you do? How do you do? So she asked, Natalia asked Lamov how he was. And honored Natalia Stepnova, "You must excuse," Natalia started speaking to Lamov, "you must excuse, my apron is necklace." How was her apron that she wore? It was not proper. She was in informal dressing and it was dressed in such a way that it was dressed in a careless manner, and she has worn an incomplete attire. And we are shelling peas for drying. Actually, Natalia was giving the reason why she has worn that necklace attire. Okay, what she was doing, she was shelling out the peas. Why haven't you been here for such a long time? Okay, why have you not been here since very long? Sit down. And they both sat themselves. Won't you have some lunch? She wants to provide him some lunch. So she asked him to have some lunch. Lamov, "No, thank you. I have had some already." What he said? He had already got something to eat and he was somewhat satisfied. Natalia, then smoke. If you are not willing to have something because you said that you have already taken some, so you better smoke. Here are the matches. She shows the matches and she provides him the matches. The weather is splendid now, but yesterday it was so wet. Today's weather is somewhat pleasant, but yesterday it was wet. That's the workman did not do anything at all day. The whole day is got wasted because it was wet and cool. In cool and wet weather, okay, no field work can be tackled. So the whole day is got wasted. How much hay have you stacked? Just think, I felt greedy and had a whole field cut, and now I am not at all pleased about it because I am afraid my hay may rot. Natalia is asking Lamov how much hay he has already stacked. Stack means what? Okay, stacking is nothing but making the bundles of hay. The hay which she has been collected is already more, and she couldn't even preserve it properly because of that wet and cool weather. Maybe because of that cool and wet weather, it might get rot, and she was much worried. And in return, she was also asking him whether he had cut the field. The hay is being cut from the field, whether he had stacked it. Okay, and she says that she agreed that she was a bit greedy in asking the men to cut the whole crop or whole field and make the hay. But she was a bit worried that whether that hay might get rot. I ought to have waited a bit. She might have waited for some time, but she couldn't wait. But what's this? Why you are in evening dress? What's the matter? You have come down here. That too, you have worn the evening dress. It looks as if he was going for a ball. Well, I never. Are you going to a ball or what? What she asked, whether he was going to a party or he was going to a ball. Though I must say, you look better. Tell me, why are you got up like this? Okay, though you have come in evening dress, okay, I must say you look better. How are you looking? You look somewhat better. Tell me, why are you got up like that? Why have you come down here? What's the reason? Since very long, he hadn't make a move to Natalia's house. Actually, Chibukov and Lamou's family are the most popular and the well-known families in society. And all of a sudden, Lamou has come and visited this Natalia's house. Okay, she doesn't know the business of getting over there. Okay, she was asking him, Natalia, what's the matter? Well, Natalia is asking directly, what's the matter? I shall try to be brief. I just wanted to give you the brief information. You must know, honored Natalia Stepnova, that I have long since my childhood, in fact, had the privilege of knowing your family. The matter or the reason of coming to your place or to your house is, since very long, since my childhood, I mean to say the Chibukov's family and Lamou's family has a very good friendship. And he also says that he had a great privilege of knowing her family. My late aunt and her husband, from whom, as you know, I inherited my land. Actually, the land which has come into the hands of Lamou has been inherited from his late aunt, the aunt who was passed away, and her husband, husband too. That means both the uncle and aunt's property has been inherited. That means he was the heir of the family, so he has got the property. I means here Lamou inherited the property. Always had the greatest respect for your father and your late mother. I always have great respect towards your father and mother. So Chibukov was definitely not the father of Natalia. Maybe the father's brother. Okay? Yeah. So still she calls him as Papa. Papa is nothing but father. And the Lamous and Chibukovs have always had the most friendly. Both the families, Lamous and Chibukov's family, have great association. They have very good friendship. And I might almost say the most affectionate. Actually, one of the qualities that I inherited from my family is I'm such an affectionate personality. Regard for each other. Okay. And as you know, my land is a near neighbor of yours. Actually, my land which is located, my field or my land is very much near to your land. You will remember that my Oxen Meadows touch your Bridgewoods. Yours is Bridgewoods and mine is the Oxen Meadows. So Oxen Meadows is mine and Bridgewoods is yours. So both Bridgewoods and Oxen Meadows both are wedged. That means very close by. Okay, one adjacent to the other. These two lands are located. Natalia says, excuse me, my interrupting you. I'm so sorry to interrupting you. You say my Oxen Meadows, but are they yours? You say that those Oxen Meadows belongs to you. But I'm so sorry, those Oxen Meadows are not yours. That's mine. Lamou, yes, it's mine. Excuse my interrupting you. You say my Oxen Meadows, but they are yours. They are, but are they yours? She's asking. You are saying that those Oxen Meadows belongs to you. That is your property, you say, but I won't agree with this task. That's mine. Oxen Meadows belongs to me. Natalia says, what are you talking about? Oxen Meadows are ours, not yours. No, mine. Okay? And honored Natalia Stepnova. Now Natalia says, well, I never knew that before. How do you make that out? I don't know how you got the property of ours into your hands. Okay, I never agree with this task that they belong to you. Those oxen meadows never belong to you. Then Lamu says, how? I'm speaking of those oxen meadows which are wedged in between Yarbridge Woods and the Burnt Marsh. Actually, oxen meadows are in between Bridge Woods and Burnt Marsh. It means he was talking about three different plots. The land which is located one after the other. One is one adjacent to the other. That means Oxen Meadows is lying in the middle. Bridge Woods as well as this Oxen Meadows were very much close by. Okay, these two land are located very close by. Okay. Next, yes, they are ours. Actually, you say that land belongs to you, but I never agree. It belongs to mine. No, you are mistaken, honored Natalia Stepnova. They are mine. They both are started arguing with each other and saying that the Oxen Meadows belongs to each one of them. Okay, each one of them or never get down and say that Oxen Meadows belongs to themselves. Okay, each one is saying that belongs to them. Then Natalia, just think, Ivan Vasilevich, how long have they been yours? I just wanted to know since how long that the land has come under your own control. Lamu, how long? As long as I can remember. I can't say exactly from when I have that land. Okay, that land is being inherited. But according to as long as I remember, that land belongs to us. Natalia, really? You won't get me to believe that. Okay, I can't believe this. You won't let me to believe that. In the sense, I can't believe this. Lamu. But you can see from the documents. If you check the documents, which you have already held with you, and honored Natalia Stepnova, actually those documents are with Lamu's family. I mean, Natalia's family, Cherbakov's family. So Oxen Meadows, it's true, were once the subject of dispute. Once upon a time, both the families had a great dispute because of this Oxen Meadows only. So still that dispute is being continued. Okay, now let us look into the documents whether that Oxen Meadows belongs to you or to me. It's true, were once the subject of dispute, but now everybody knows that they are mine. But everybody, if you go and ask in society whether that Oxen Meadows belongs to me or you, okay, he is openly saying that Oxen Meadows belongs to him. Then there's nothing to argue about. You see, my aunt's grandmother gave the free use of these meadows in perpetuity to the peasants of your father's grandfather. See, my grandmother, it has been given this Oxen Meadows to your grandfather, okay, to the perpetuity to the peasants of your father's grandfather. Your father's grandfather, my grandmother has given this property to your father's grandfather in return for which they were to make bricks for her. Actually, what is the deal? She gives the land. The grandmother gives the land to her father's grandfather in order to make the bricks. That land must be utilized for making the bricks. She wants the bricks and they wanted to have the business. In order to deal with the business, they need to have proper land. So that land can be utilized by them in order to make the bricks. Okay. And the peasants belonging to your father's grandfather had the free use of the meadows for 40 years. How long did they use that land free of cost? For 40 years. Those Oxen Meadows were used by Natalia's father's grandfather, peasants. Okay. Father's grandfather's peasants have used that land, Oxen Meadows, for 40 complete years, 40 years, and had got into the habit of regarding them as their own. they started giving the information to other people as if that land belongs to them when it happened that. Okay, since then that land is being under their own control. So this is actually the start of the dispute. There was a dispute between Lammus and Chebucks regarding this Oxen Meadows. Actually, Oxen Meadows is located between Burnt Marsh as well as Birch Woods. Understand? I think the whole matter you understood. Once Nathalia's father's grandfather's peasants have taken this land on lease for 40 years. Okay, perpetuity. And they used that land in order to make bricks for the grandmother of Lammu. So that was the deal. And after 40 years, when that land is being taken under their own control for a long period of time, that will be considered as their own. So that's why Nathalia was very confident that the land belongs to theirs. Nathalia, no, it's not at all like that. Okay, whatever the story you said to me may not be true. Both grandfather and great-grandfather reckoned that their land extended to Burnt Marsh. Actually, both grandfather and great-grandfather, both of them were given an information to Nathalia's father that the land of them, the Oxen Meadows, is extended up to Burnt Marsh. Not only Oxen Meadows belongs to them, even Burnt Marsh is also the land which comes under their own control. So Burnt Marsh is not a separate land, Nathalia says. According to Nathalia's argument, okay, along with Oxen Meadows, even the Burnt Marsh is also hers, which means that Oxen Meadows were ours, and I don't see what there is to argue about. Actually, there is no point in arguing with each other. I am very, very clear about this land. Okay, it's simply silly. Even when you try to say something to me, it seems to be very silly. Lammu says, I'll show you the documents, Nathalia Stepnova. It means the documents were with Lammu and the statements, the confident statements were with Nathalia. The remaining part of this lesson will be continued in the next online class, because this time the online classes also can be utilized to deliver the topics which we are gonna teach to you, because that permission is being granted by our school authorities. So hereafter, not only supplementary lessons, even the textual lessons also will be taught in the online class. Until we meet again, goodbye.